If I'm audible and you can see my screen properly, then please write in the chat so that I'll know. If you can see my screen and it is visible properly, please write it in the chat so that I'll know. Okay, so in the meantime, others are joining. We will not wait, we will start the session. Hello. So if you are able to see the screen, if you can write it in the chat that yes, it is visible and you are able to hear me properly, then I will be confident that my voice is coming okay. All right. Hello. Hi, Meghna. Hello, Megha. All right. So I welcome everyone of you to join this session. This session is regarding the drawing for absolute beginners. There are people who actually find drawing and to draw anything little more difficult. So I wanted to make them easy and to remove that fear out of them. So for that, first thing that we need to focus is to practice the lines, circles, oval, the practice of basic shapes. And we don't need any specific sheet or any like you can, like when I do my practice of lines and all, so I use even these ruler files only, any old diary, any old copy. When you have kids at home, so there are many copies that they have when their sessions are over, so those copies they also you can use for your practice. So what you need to do, you just need to do like this, just draw as many lines as possible, maintain the same distance, try to maintain the same distance. Sometimes it is not possible, but if you practice for like 10 times, then you see in the starting for me also it was not coming, but when I practiced 5 7 times and then it started, right? So these line practice you need to do. Now the next thing is, and how these lines would be like: standing, sleeping, slanting, this way. So all these directions you can practice these lines. Then there are some basic shapes that you need to practice is, for example, this square. So one thing that which is very important when you practice these basic shapes, make sure your hand do not touch the paper. This is very important. Like if your hand do not touch the paper, then things will be more easier for you. In the beginning you may find it little difficult, even it was a little awkward for me also, because when we write we keep our hand on the paper, but when we draw we usually hold the pencil from little more backside, and then you can do it like this. So the more you keep, the more you do not keep your hand on the paper, the easier it will become. And when you make this rectangle or square, so make sure that you are practicing on top of it like this. So it is basically the practicing of these lines only. So you see, I'm just creating these lines only, right? Multiple times. One sleeping line, standing line, this line, that line. So actually, I'm creating these lines only. So you can keep on practicing this. Another thing is to create this circle like this. So what we need to make sure that when you are practicing these circles, so first thing, your hand should not touch the paper. Another thing that when you are practicing it, make sure the width of this circle do not go like this. So it should not go like this. So this practice is of no use. So what you need to practice, that you are still overwriting on the same line again and again. So this practice is okay. This practice is not, it will not work. Now another practice that you can do is this, the curves, creating the curves, creating ovals, the basic shapes that are important. So it is not necessary, not at all necessary, that you are supposed to create these circles by your hand and do not use your compass for it. No, this practice is not for making your circles with the free hand. This practice is to make your hand so used to of it, so that when you are, for example, you need to create a small circle for eye, so you are not supposed to write like take like creating this a small circle with the compass. It's not possible also. So not possible, I should not say it not possible, it is really difficult to create small circles using compass, right? So when you have, your hand is quite used to of all these things, so it is easier. And sometimes there are little curves going here and there when you draw. So when you have quite a good practice with, on your, like with your hand, so it is very easy to go and create those curves. So you will not do it like this. So you will not do it. You know that, okay, this curve I can draw it like this. Okay, this will come only with practice. Like no one can teach you that, okay, you do this for one minute and one day and then you will be a pro. No, it is not possible. The fine arts is the field which requires lots and lots of practice. That is very, very important. Okay. So now we will draw something, and you guys know the material what is needed, so you guys can also draw with me. I will just sharpen my pencil. I'm reading the comments along with it, so if you have any queries, you can write it down. Yes, I will share this. I have already shared this live, since it is a public live, so it will be live and available on, I will also share it in the WhatsApp group. The link is already there, so it will be there for lifetime. This live session will be available in the lifetime for you guys. So you can see it. The only request, because I'm teaching you, I can expect this, that you like this video and comment it whatever you are feeling about this session. And if you are learning something that you have gained, because this session is basically on your request only. So I have taken the voting for what kind of sessions do you prefer, and you guys have voted for absolute beginner session, and that's why I'm taking this session. Okay, so let's I thought that we will start drawing a vase kind of thing, so that it will be easier, and then later you can put some flowers on it. But I'll show you that the drawing is not that difficult. It is actually the combination of our basic shapes only. So we will start with our we will draw a circle first. So you can take a circle, let's say a 5 centimeter wide. I'm taking a circle of 5 centimeter wide. You can also draw it with me. And it is a normal sketchbook from Dome. So I'm not using any expensive sketchbook also. So it is a normal sketchbook by Dome. So let's create a center line first. We always create a center line whenever we draw anything circular. It is why it is needed, not always the circular one, but also when we need symmetry of two sides. So we should always have a baseline created, that we are going to draw whatever we will draw here, we will also draw here. So we should have a symmetry, and that would be the baseline for our symmetry. Okay. Now since I have taken 5 centimeters radius, so it is this part. I will draw it also. So if you see, this is my 5 centimeter line, right? So I am taking this 5 centimeters, which is the half of my this diameter, and I'll go here. So I will take like 3 centimeters or 2.5 centimeters from here, and then I create a 5 centimeters line. So what would be my center of 5 centimeter? It is 2.5, right? So I'll keep this baseline at 2.5 centimeters, and then draw a line of 5 centimeters. So 2.5 this side, 2.5 this side. So this is my 5, this is my 0. So it is total of 5 centimeters. And now if you can also take a measurements of 0.5, let's say 0.5 for example, and draw a small lighter line here, so that my curve would touch this line. So I want to create a curve which is going like this. So that's what I said, right? It is it has to be symmetrical from both sides. And now we can create a oval around this line. So for this also, now this is my line and I want to create a symmetry out of it. So I will again create 0.5 centimeters both side, 0.5 and 0.5. So I know that my curve would pass from this line. If it was from this point, then my curve would be symmetrical. And that's it. Then I can remove this part, and I have a earthen ready. We call it as matka. So this matka is ready, right? So it was so simple to create. What we did, we have created a circle, then we have created oval and little curves. So all the lines that we have practiced so far, so that all basic shapes we have used here. Now how can we convert this matka into our vase? So we will extend this line, for example. Now if I extend this line and I'll again take 5 centimeters here, right? So this is also 5 centimeters. So I came this far down, and this is also 5 centimeters. And with the free hand only, I want to join this line. Right? And then you can create a oval again by taking 0.5 centimeters from both sides, because I want to create it symmetrical. So this is my 0.5 centimeter, this is my 0.5 centimeter, and I want to create a oval around it. So I know if I pass my oval from this point, so it is going to be symmetrical from both sides. And then if I remove this part, you see my vase is ready. So I have this vase created. So what we have learned here, so just by little modifications in the shape, we can make different objects. So we have created first a matka, and out of it I have created this beautiful flower pot. So this part is not needed now, so I can remove this, I can clean this. And we are able to create this beautiful vase. Zoom पे आई थिंक प्रिया इज समथिंग हु इज सेइंग मैम जूम पे लीजिए ये क्लास. जूम पे मैं सिर्फ पेड सेशंस लेती हूँ. ये यूट्यूब लाइव है, इसलिए ये लाइव पे ही रहता है। यूट्यूब पे लेती हूँ या फिर मैं इंस्टाग्राम पे फ्री सेशंस लेती हूँ। तो जूम पे नहीं लूँगी, क्योंकि जूम पे मैं सिर्फ पेड सेशन से लेती हूँ। आप लोग ये ड्राइंग क्रिएट करके व्हाट्सएप पे भेज सकते हो, मैं रिव्यू कर सकती हूँ। अगर उसमें कुछ फॉल्ट्स वगैरह रहेंगे या आपको कहीं पे कुछ नहीं समझ आया होगा, तो मैं वो आपको पॉइंट आउट करके बता सकती हूँ। आप लोग सब व्हाट्सएप पे कनेक्ट हुए हो, इसका मतलब यही है कि यू वांट टू लर्न समथिंग with drawing, with creative arts. And if I have this as my passion, so I am here to share my knowledge, whatever I know regarding drawing, fine arts. Apart from this, I have dedicated courses for shading, sketching, um, this acrylic painting, and also take regular online sessions. So you can reach out to me for any details, further details that you need. Yes, the language is English. All the courses that I have for recorded sessions are also have English language, simple English language. Whatever I am using here, the same language is used. So, any one of you have drawn it with me? Yes or no? Or is you are still working on it? Very good. Rajveer is saying yes. Very nice. Okay, very nice. So if I am doing, I'm making some efforts to do these sessions. So it is worthful if you guys do it. Very good. Okay, Lata is also saying yes. Very nice. Okay. So now, if you want to modify this little more, then also we can do it. So how to do that? For example, I want to create little more curve here. So what I will do, I will go here. Just make sure that you have the baseline there so that it stay symmetrical. This baseline or the symmetry line from both the sides, it is always needed. If you will miss that line, then it will be a problem. So we can even modify it. For example, I take from this center, I take 0.5 here and 0.5 here. 0.5 will be little more less. Let's say 1 centimeter here and 1 here. So in total, this is my 2 centimeter gap. So I will remove this. Okay, this is my 2 centimeter gap. I'll make sure that this gap is equal. If this will not equal, then the problem will be. Now I will take from this dot, I am taking 0.5 centimeter. So it is 0.5 centimeter, this line. And from here also 0.5 centimeter. This. And I want to create little more curve. and I'll pass through this line and join this. Again, and you see the complete shape of the vase is now changed. So at the center we can remove this. Now it become a different shape. So this time it is little different. Oh, sorry. This from this side it is little more curvy, and from this side not. And we can even do it like this. So it is that simple. You can also use your like I have taken this as 5 centimeters, 5 centimeter. You don't have to be, because this is for absolute beginners. So I am telling you each and every measurement that okay, take this 5 centimeter, take this 5 centimeter, so that you can also create it in the same way I am doing it, right? So but it is actually not needed. You can by yourself take it in with the measurement of your hand, that okay, this is my half of the circle, so this would be my neck, or this would be my base. So you can take it as a by your hand measurement, and this hand measurements are called as proportions. So you can use proportions instead of the accurate measurement of 4-5 centimeters, what I am saying. Hello, hi Pranshi. Yes, Pranshi, recordings, this is a public live. This live will stay here, like in YouTube. So you can, Rajveer, you can send your drawing to on my WhatsApp number. So I'm planning to continue these kinds of sessions. These are free sessions that I will continue. I'm planning to continue with these sessions, and the frequency of these sessions will depend on like how the response is coming. If the only request I have from you all to like this video what I am doing, and also subscribes to the channel, so that our channel grow, and I will keep posting these kinds of stuff. So for this, and these sessions are basically based on your voting. um, Initial, from this point I'm not going to take like 100% regular sessions, because I have my other courses also running, but I will try my best to continue this series, so that you can take more benefit out of it. Okay, if you have any other questions, you can write it down. जब भी actually whenever we start learning the drawing, we learn from the very basic shapes only. So either we draw, we can also draw a flower which is also made up of more UU shape. So those can also be possible. Either we can draw these kinds of pots, they are also very simple to draw. You can also create more, you have seen this kind of pot, right? One flower pot. So now at home you can practice this kind of pot. And now you know how to create this. And many other shapes with your own imagination or by looking. Now you can also try a jug. You can also try jug. Would also be formed using this kind of shape only. So you can try this as an homework. You can try a jug. Just take reference from the Pinterest or any Google. You can also search it on Google, and in the images you can have these kinds of references available. So you can practice on everything in drawing will come with practice. So you keep practicing. All right, that's it, what I have for today. So if you have any further questions, you can just write it down, or if you want to show your drawing, you can send it to me on WhatsApp and I will check. If you are done with your drawing, you can write done or something, so that I know that your drawing are finished. So very important thing here is to practice the lines, practice curves, practice circle, practice oval. The basic shapes you need to practice. First thing, that is not for creating your circle with your hand. No, you can always take help from the different tools to create those basic shapes also. But if you practice, your hand will get smooth, and you will be able, when you, for example, you need to go from here to here, so you don't have to go like this. Overwriting of the lines is also necessary, because this line overwriting on the lines will give the depth to your drawing. That is also important. But the it also shows the confidence, that if you are able to draw some line here to here, that shows that you have practiced, and you are able to uh, draw the line without shaking your hand. You have the confidence to do it, and that will come with practice. I also not able to practice during my weekdays, so I also do only this practice on weekends. So for me also it is sometimes difficult, but if you keep on practicing regularly, then you will get it. It is not that difficult. So you will be able to do it. All right. Thank you everyone for joining. I'll try to have similar kind of sessions, so that you can take more and more benefit out of these sessions. The only request is to subscribe to the channel and like this video so that I can have more such videos for you. And it's free, and if I'm teaching it for free, the only thing I expect, and you can also do it, for you also it's free to like this and subscribe to the channel. Okay, thank you so much for joining. Bye bye.